Tom Trujillo here with Tips from Santa Fe. Every day now I'm getting phone calls from my customers and clients really very interested in the whole market situation here in Santa Fe as well as throughout the country. They really want to know, is there enough inventory on the market? What are the houses looking like here in Santa Fe? More importantly, where do the interest rates play in all of this? I put together quick little presentations for you to view with me, and hopefully it'll help you understand a little bit about where the interest rates are today. Probably the best place to start is just the bell curve itself and understanding the actual bell curve. We all remember this simply when we were kids all in school. You had the average kids at the top, you had some kids below, and kids that were above average. The same thing happens in economics, same thing happens with interest rate, and the same thing basically happens with property. As things are low, the inflation begins to increase until we get to a very high point, and then of course it drops back down in deflation. So where were we 12 months ago? You can see that we have basically February 2010 to about where we are now. We actually, on February 26, 2010, we were at 5.5% interest rates. We peaked out at one point at 5.21 in April of 2010. And you can start beginning to see as the peak, and we begin to start seeing that inverted bell curve starting to come down, until we got to a point that at one point we were at 4.17. This was November 2010. And the interesting thing about it, this is the lowest interest rates have ever been since President Eisenhower. That was back in the 50s. So you can see that the bell curve is, we were high, we're now coming back out of it, and prices of interest rates as well as houses potentially can start beginning to see an increase here. There's the low point. And here's that inverted bell curve that we were talking about, with the high point at one point at 5.21. It dropped down in April to 5.7, got all the way down as low as 4.17, and here we are again at 5.5. So the question really begins to come up, are we going to start seeing higher interest rates? I really think that we will start seeing higher interest rates as time is going on. So the question you want to ask yourself, you don't want to be one of these people who said, I should have bought when there were great houses on the market, because at this point there still are a lot of great houses on the market with some really great buys. And when the prices of homes were below the market value, and that's where they are right now, we're seeing unprecedented low prices in homes. And when the interest rates were at an all-time historical low, I think we saw the low. I think we're beginning to start seeing it come back out. And the question really becomes is, are we really at that low end, and are we beginning to come out? Some recent studies that we've been taking, or that I've had availed to me through various experts and people that I work with in the mortgage business, one of their comments is, if you're thinking about buying, now is definitely the time to buy. One of the things that I found so interesting, just as interest rates began to slowly move up, one of the things that came up was just 0.25% increase on the interest rate for every $100,000 that is financed. That equals about $22,000 over 30 years. So, for example, if the rate increases 2 points, then a $400,000 loan will cost you over $800,000 or more. I think it's a really good thing to keep in mind, that even though the houses, and people keep asking me, are the houses going to keep coming down in price? They may, just for a little bit, but the truth of the matter is you also have to look at the interest rates, because if the interest rates continue to decline, it really won't matter that much. So this is a good time right now. Interest rates are really low. Houses are still very, very affordable. And if this is something that you're looking at, make sure you give me a call. You can always call me at 505-699-4954, or you can look at my website, Trujillo.com. That's Truheo.com. Till then, this is Tom Trujillo with Tips from Santa Fe.